Hi everyone, this is Drake with Discount Hockey, and today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new 2018 CCM Super Tacks AS1 ice skates. Opening up the box, we are going to get 2 footbeds, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and of course, the AS1 ice skates. The AS1s are part of CCM's Tacks skate line, which is designed for an anatomical wrap and to give players maximum skating stride and power. The Super Tacks AS1 skates feature monoframe 360 technology, which was carried over from last generation. The only difference is CCM made this slightly stiffer. So last year the Super Tacks was a very stiff skate. This is even stiffer. So when you squeeze the quarter package a little bit, it doesn't give at all. This is probably the stiffest skate I've ever felt. The premium carbon fiber material used in the quarter package is extremely heat moldable. So when you bake the skates, it's going to really wrap around the ankle and the heel and give you that true anatomical wrap that CCM skates are known for. CCM increased the quarter package height on the AS1s by about 5 millimeters from last generation Super Tacks skates, so this will give players a slightly better ankle wrap and a lot more support. The quarter package design also removes the need for an outsole, so when you flip the skate over, the holder is connected directly to the boot. There's no material in between, so that drastically reduces weight. So they kind of tone down some of the graphics on it, which I think is really nice. I'm a fan of clean design, and these are absolutely that. Last generation used a lot of bright yellow lines on the side, neon yellow liner. I thought they were a little busy looking. These are a lot more basic. They use the same crosshatch carbon fiber on the sides of the quarter package, and then they just have a handful of bright yellow contrasting lines on the tendon guard, on the sides of the quarter package, and on the tongue. I think this closely resembles the 2014 Tacks skate line. Those only had about 3 thin yellow stripes on the side. This kind of brings back memories of that. I think it looks a lot cleaner than the year before. CCM removed the jeweled logo near the toes. That was called a non-performance material. It just kind of added weight. So by removing that and just printing the CCM logo on the sides, drastically reduces weight as well. On the bottom of the skate, CCM removed the little coffin-shaped vent on the bottom for the sweat to drain out of. Once again, non-performance material. They remove it, saves weight. Now they just have a almost riveted looking vent on the bottom. CCM also added what's called vamping near the toes. So this material is embossed from the skate, so it sticks out a little bit. And what that does, it prevents, when you do a sharp turn, it prevents the skate from touching the ice, and it will prevent you from bottoming out or falling and scratching the skate. A little bit of protection from there. Doesn't really add too much weight. It's just like a little rubbery material. Pretty cool design if you ask me. The AS1s use Smooth Contour Pro comfort padding on the top of the quarter package. This is similar to Bauer's Comfort Edge technology that they use on their top of the line skates. It just prevents the really sharp, stiff quarter package from digging into your ankles on those sharp turns and cornering. CCM also beefed these up a little bit from last year. They're a little bit thicker and a little bit more dense to provide even more comfort. Moving on to the eyelets, CCM uses standard non-locking brass eyelets on these, so players who've skated in pro stock skates or don't like how those T-shaped eyelets on top of the line Bauer skates feel, players like that will definitely find these eyelets as a plus. Another cool feature about these eyelets is that on eyelets 3 through 9, any of the black eyelets, they all have 3 CCM logos circling the opening. So you're not going to really notice it from far away, but you can see it up close, and I think that's a pretty neat feature. The AS1s use the Tri-Tech tongue with molded lace bite protection. This 2-piece 7mm white felt tongue is both flexible and protective. It uses HDPE foam to protect the foot and ankle when blocking shots, and it also has a grooved metatarsal guard to prevent lace bite from the 3rd eyelet up all the way to the top. The tongue is a little bit softer than last generation's, so players will get a little bit more forward flex. The tendon guard on the AS1 has been slightly modified from last generation. It's still stiff and fixed in place, which gives you great support and responsiveness. It's just wider this year. CCM also rotated their logo from up and down to left to right, so it makes it a little bit easier for your opponents to read as you burn right past them. The inside of the tendon guard has a continuation of the liner from the inside, so it's cushioned, which will keep your Achilles tendon nice and comfortable all game long. CCM continues to use the SB 4.0 holder on the Super Tacks AS1s. These are 4 millimeters taller than Bauer Toque holders, which will give players wearing these skates an added angle of attack to increase their mobility, cornering, and agility. The only downside to the AS1's SB 4.0 holders is that they still don't have a trigger release system like Bauer skates, so players who need to change their steel, they can still do that. However, they're going to need 2 different screwdrivers to take out these screws on the back and the front, and significantly more time. CCM also uses the Speedblade Black runners on these, so major difference from last year is this little graphic right here where it says SB Black. The bars on top of it on the last generation Super Tacks were bright yellow. This year it's just black and white, so it's just a nice contrasting look to it. It's just all black, all white, no frills. The steel has a black oxidized finish to harden it, which will increase your edge life and prolong any corrosion from forming. The AS1s use a similar liner as last generation. It's still the Total Dry Pro liner. CCM just used a slightly lighter weight material this year, and they changed the color. Last generation, it was bright yellow. This year, it's just charcoal gray, black, and a couple yellow lines on the inside. This liner also features black Durazone abrasion pads right where the eyelets and the liner and the tongue all converge together. This will prevent the tongue from wearing down the inside of the liner and keep the skates lasting a little bit longer. The Tacks AS1 skates use high-density memory foam ankle padding on the inside of the skate as well. This asymmetrical foam wraps around each of those two ankle bones that kind of stick out. It'll wrap around those, keep that foot locked in place all game long. Let's go ahead and take a look at those footbeds that we pulled out of the box earlier. So, in years past, CCM included their custom support footbeds with their top-of-the-line skates, and these either came in a low, medium, or high arch option. Players would usually have to guess as to which arch type they had because sometimes you'd be kind of right in the middle. CCM got rid of that. They partnered with OrthoMove to create these all-new footbeds, and when we pull them out, we'll see that they're pretty rigid on the heel and the arch, and then a little bit softer in the toes. And they're also ventilated up here, so all that sweat will just go right through these holes and then go out through the bottom of the skate. But the main feature we want to focus on are the inserts. So when we flip it over, there are these two gray tabs right here, and they come equipped with the medium option. So they also include the high arch option. So if you have a high arch, all you have to do is rip this off. It's just Velcroed on, rip it off, and you want to take the high arch option and just Velcro it on, and you're all set. You do that with the other one as well. So what do you do if you have a low arch? If you have a low arch, all you have to do, take them off and just play with just the footbed. This is already designed for the low arch in mind. For price, the AS1 skates retail at Discount Hockey and discounthockey.com for $849.99 for senior skates and $579.99 for junior skates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the ice.